If I had 50 bucks, these would be my top Bluetooth speaker choices. Earphone U-Boom L. This one completely redefines what you can get at this price. The sound is impressively powerful and balanced. In my experience testing it, the jumbo-based technology isn't just marketing fluff. The dual passive radiators on the sides deliver a rich, punchy low end that makes tracks from artists like 21 Pilots feel energetic and full. I used it during a gathering in a friend's garden, and it filled the space without getting distorted, even when pushed to higher volumes. It has a rugged IPX7 waterproof build, which meant it can handle being near a pool or getting caught in the rain. The one thing I did notice is that the sound is quite directional. For the best experience, you need to have it pointed towards you, or it can sound a little muffled. Still, for someone who needs a durable speaker for outdoor use that offers surprisingly clear vocals and strong bass, this is an easy recommendation. Anker Soundcore 3. The Anker Soundcore 3 immediately feels durable and high quality with a rubberized body that's also full waterproof with an IPX7 rating. Where this speaker really stands out is its companion app, which includes a graphic EQ for detailed sound customization, a rare feature in this budget category. At my desk, listening at a low to medium volume, the sound was warm and balanced, perfect for podcasts or as a background music source. However, when I cranked the volume for a party, the audio quality took a nosedive. The treble became veiled, the mids dominated, and the overall sound felt cramped and dull, even with the bass up feature enabled. The sound stage is also quite narrow, so it's not great at filling a room. This is a speaker for someone who wants fine-tuned EQ control for personal close-range listening in a small room, but it just can't handle being the life of the party. If I had 50 bucks, I would buy the Earphone U-Boom L because its out-of-the-box sound is more powerful and enjoyable at higher volumes, making it far more versatile for both indoor and outdoor listening. If I had 100 bucks to spend, these would be my top Bluetooth speaker choices. Anker Soundcore Motion 300. The Soundcore Motion 300 is the speaker that genuinely surprised me with just how much it offers for the price. It feels more premium than you'd expect. In my testing, the standout feature is the smart tuning. It automatically adjusts the EQ whether you stand it up, lay it flat, or hang it, and it actually works, making the sound consistently full. It delivers impressive clarity in the mids and highs, and the customizable EQ through the app is a huge plus that let me dial in the sound exactly how I like it. While it gets impressively loud for its size, the bass can feel a bit strained at max volume, even with the bass boost on. The battery life is solid, easily lasting a full day of moderate use, which my tests confirmed at around 13 hours. It's built up with an IPX7 rating, so I didn't worry about it getting wet. This is the perfect speaker for the tech-savvy user who loves to tweak settings and wants the best possible sound quality and feature set for their money. JBL Flip 6. The JBL Flip 6 is an old favorite for a reason. It's a speaker I grab when I just want something reliable and easy to toss in a bag. Its classic cylindrical design and rugged IP67 dust and waterproof build mean I can take it anywhere without a second thought. The sound has that signature energetic JBL punch with a surprisingly snappy bass that's great for party tracks and outdoor listening. In my experience, vocals and lead instruments come through with fantastic detail right out of the box, no app fiddling required. However, I did notice its battery life is a weak point. I consistently got under the advertised 12 hours, closer to 6 or 7, which can be a pain if you're out for a whole day. It also doesn't get quite as loud as the Motion 300, and it downmixes stereo tracks to mono, which is a noticeable step down in soundstage. This is the go-to for someone who prioritizes portability and proven durability over everything else and wants great, punchy sound straight away. If I had to spend my $100, I would buy the Anker Soundcore Motion 300 because its longer battery life and superior sound customization offer more practical value for my money. With just $200 to spend, here's what Bluetooth speakers I'd pick. Marshall Emberton 3. The Emberton 3 is that rare product that perfectly marries iconic style with some major substance. In my experience, its biggest party trick is the battery life. Marshall claims 32 plus hours, and frankly, I stopped counting after using it for days without a recharge. The sound is classic Marshall, warm, vibrant, and surprisingly loud for its size, with a new punchiness in the bass that the last generation was missing. Its 360-degree true stereophonic sound isn't just marketing fluff. It really does fill a space evenly, making it great for when you have people over. My only real gripe is that the app, which only gives you 3 EQ presets, so you're mostly stuck with the signature Marshall sound, which, to be fair, is excellent out of the box. It's for the person who values marathon battery life and timeless design and wants a speaker that sounds as good as it looks. Bose SoundLink Flex 2nd Gen. If you are looking for a speaker that's built like a tank and ready for anything, the Bose SoundLink Flex is your go-to. This thing feels practically indestructible with its tough rubberized body, and its IP67 rating means it can handle dust, water, and being dropped without any issue. What surprised me was the audio clarity. The sound is incredibly well balanced, making vocals and instruments sound crisp and detailed in a way that's classic Bose. Unlike the Marshall, the Bose app gives you a proper graphic EQ, so you can actually fine-tune the sound to your liking, which is a huge plus for me. However, I did find that it can get a little harsh at the absolute highest volumes, and while the bass is clean, it doesn't have the deep rumble you might want for a party. This is the perfect speaker for the outdoor adventurer or anyone who's a bit clumsy and needs durability paired with a clean, customizable sound. If I had to spend my own $200, I'd buy the Marshall Emberton 3 because its unmatched battery life and iconic design gives it the edge for my day-to-day use. With just $400 to spend, here's what Bluetooth speakers I'd pick. Bose SoundLink Max. This one completely flips the script on what you'd expect from a $400 portable speaker. I've been genuinely surprised by how much sound comes out of something this compact. When I fired it up for the first time, the stereo separation was legitimately impressive for speakers positioned this close together, creating a soundstage that feels way bigger than the physical footprint. The bass hits with real authority without drowning out the mids, and I found myself cranking to max volume during outdoor sessions without any of that compressed, distorted mess you get from cheaper speakers. At 4.6 pounds, it's definitely not featherweight, but that heft translates to premium build quality, and the rope handle make carrying it around surprisingly comfortable. The 20-hour battery life is no joke either. I've used this for full weekend camping trips without reaching for the charger. It's IP67 rated, so pool parties are fair game, though I did notice the silicone exterior is a lint magnet. If you want the cleanest, most refined sound in the price range and don't mind paying premium for Bose's audio processing magic, this is your speaker. Harman Kardon Go Plus Play 3. This speaker is all about making a visual statement while delivering surprisingly dynamic audio. The tempered glass top and aluminum handle immediately signal you're dealing with something premium. In my testing, what caught me off guard was the V-shaped sound signature that emphasizes incredible highs and deep, thunderous bass, while the mids sit back a bit. The three-way driver system with that down-firing 5-inch subwoofer creates bass that you can actually feel, not just hear, which makes electronic and hip-hop tracks absolutely come alive. The auto-tuning feature that calibrates your room every time you power on is genuinely clever. I noticed it adapting when I moved from my living room to the patio. However, the 8-hour battery life feels short compared to competitors, and without an app for EQ adjustments, you're stuck with a punchy but sometimes thin mid-range. The design is undeniably gorgeous and would look at home in any modern space, but the sound profile is more specialized than versatile. It's perfect for bass lovers who want their speaker to double as a conversation piece. Between these two, I'd grab the Bose SoundLink Max. It's the more complete package with better battery life, more balanced sound, and the signature Bose refinement that works across every genre. Now let's dream big. If I had infinite money to spend on Bluetooth speakers, this would be my picks. Brain X. This one completely redefines what you can get at this price. I've never heard bass this monstrous from something this portable. When I fired up my go-to playlist, it shocked me with how punchy the low end felt, especially for a battery-powered speaker. The rad driver tech isn't just marketing fluff. It makes the Brain X sound way bigger than it should, even at high volumes. It held with composure and didn't distort, but it does get a bit audacious with its bass and sometimes drowns out finer details that other speakers would handle better. The 12-hour battery is decent for day trips, and its build is rugged enough for tossing in a bag, though not the most outdoorsy model I've used. Waterproof, yes, but it's more home with occasional park than a camping beast. Honestly, it's a dream if you live for bass and want a powerhouse in a lunchbox size. Verdict: perfect for bass heads, hip-hop, EDM lovers, and anyone who wants deep sound on the go and doesn't mind paying a premium. Sonos Move 2. This one surprised me with how versatile and grown-up it feels. It's the Bluetooth speaker I trust for literally every occasion. In my experience, the Move 2's sound is tighter, more detailed, and its true plate room tuning actually makes a difference indoors. What really won me over is how the sound keeps its clarity at high volumes. Plus, you get a pretty spacious stereo feel for just one box. Battery life is genuinely epic. After 20 plus hours of use, I barely needed to recharge, which makes it more reliable than the Brain X if you're always moving. Outdoors, the Sonos stands out with even coverage and subtle bass that never gets muddy. Where it lacks is outright bass impact. If you need that room-shaking thumb, this isn't your pick. Still, the app experience and seamless integration make it a killer option for mixed use. Verdict: ideal for those wanting balanced audio, long battery life, and smart features for multi-room setups, travelers, home listeners, or anyone who mixes music genres. If I had unlimited, I'd buy the Brain X for pure bass and sound power. Nothing else in this category gave me the same jaw-dropping punch and impact, even though the Move 2 is the safer all-rounder for most people. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best Bluetooth speakers for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.